Your presence speaks before you do. Before you open your mouth, before you shake a hand, before you even glance at someone, the room already knows who you are. That's your aura. It's not some mystical glow or magical fantasy. It's real. It's the invisible force that determines how the world reacts to you, whether you command attention or get overlooked, whether you inspire respect or get dismissed, whether you magnetize opportunities or repel them. And here's the cold truth. If your aura is weak, it doesn't matter how skilled, smart, or kind you are. You will be ignored. You've been lied to. Society told you to just be yourself, as if that's enough. But no one tells you which self to be. They don't teach you how to cultivate presence. They don't teach you how to walk into a room and make heads turn without saying a word. They don't teach you how to raise your aura. But I will. Because here's the reality. Your aura is the culmination of your mindset, energy, self-respect, discipline, and spiritual sharpness. It's not something you're born with, it's something you build. And once you build it, people feel you before they see you. You become unforgettable. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." That's not poetry, that's instruction. If your internal world is chaotic, insecure, undisciplined, your aura will broadcast that chaos to the world. But if you align your thoughts, your energy, and your intent, you become a storm in stillness, silent but powerful. This is not for everyone. This is for the few who want to walk into life like they own it. Now let's get to it. Next section coming up. The first core principle, what radiance really is, and how you begin to build it. If this hits something inside you, if it shook you awake, drop a like right now. Subscribe if you want to be part of the few who build the presence that changes their life. Ready for the next piece? What's coming next will show you exactly where your aura is born and how to sharpen it like a weapon. Stay locked in. The first core principle, radiance is discipline. Let's strip the mysticism. Your aura isn't some magical force gifted to the chosen few. It's a frequency, and that frequency is dictated by how disciplined you are with your energy. Do you know why some people can walk into a room and instantly shift the atmosphere? It's because they've mastered one thing: containment. They don't leak energy through over-explaining, nervous gestures, or constant validation seeking. They walk with stillness, calm, focused, and that calm radiates. Your aura is the echo of your internal discipline. And the first place it starts? Your mind. You've heard this before, but most of you still let your thoughts run wild, constantly distracted, always reacting, never commanding. Remember what Nietzsche said, "He who cannot obey himself will be commanded." That includes your thoughts. If your mind is chaotic, don't expect your presence to be powerful. Power comes from stillness. Stillness comes from self-command. Self-command comes from discipline. So here's how you start raising your aura from the inside out. Step 1. Create a fortress mindset. Your mind must become a fortress, not a playground, not a dump for other people's opinions. You don't allow just anything in. Wake up and ask, what am I feeding my mind today? Is it garbage, doom scrolling, useless drama? Or is it intention, structure, purpose? People who carry a powerful aura are intentional. They decide what enters their mind and what doesn't. You build this by structuring your day like a war plan. Wake up early, move your body, journal your intentions, silence the noise. Read thinkers who sharpen the soul. Aurelius, Machiavelli, Voltaire, Schopenhauer. Not TikTok quotes, philosophy that stings. Because if your mind is disciplined, your energy follows. And once your energy obeys you, you walk differently. Step 2. Control your energy leakage. What drains your power? Too many of you are addicted to leaking your energy for cheap dopamine. Late nights, chasing validation, scrolling endlessly, talking too much, saying yes when you mean no. Every time you say yes to nonsense, your aura dims. Every time you over-explain yourself, your power weakens. Every time you trade time for attention, you trade aura for approval. Stop it. You need to become unavailable, not out of arrogance, but selection. High aura individuals aren't everywhere because they're not meant to be everywhere. When you start conserving your energy, you become magnetic. People can feel when you're not desperate to be seen, because those who don't chase attention naturally command it. If this opened your eyes, pause right now and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're done living life at low frequency and want to operate with power, clarity, and command. Here's your question for the comments. What's the one thing right now that's leaking your energy? Be real with yourself. Say it in the comments. Then do something about it. Coming up next, the silent weapons. There are 3 invisible elements that sharpen your aura without a single word. Most people ignore them, but the elite master them. Stick around. We're just getting started. The silent weapons, the unspoken tools that build an undeniable presence. Let me tell you something most people miss. Your aura isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in silence, in solitude, in what you do when no one is watching. There are 3 silent weapons that amplify your aura without a single word. Ignore them, and you remain invisible. Master them, and you walk into any space as a presence, not just a person. Let's break them down. Weapon 1. Your posture is a broadcast signal. Your spine isn't just bone, it's a statement. The way you carry yourself is the first language your body speaks. Before anyone hears your voice, they hear your stance. Are your shoulders hunched? Eyes to the ground? Fidgeting? Closed off? That tells the world, I am uncertain. I am apologizing for existing. It's not what you say, it's what you radiate. Machiavelli wrote in The Prince, it is not essential that a prince should have all the good qualities, but it is essential to appear to have them. In other words, it's not about faking it. It's about becoming someone whose very posture communicates self-respect. Stand tall, head up, shoulders back. Not like a soldier, like a king. Move deliberately, slowly, as if the world waits for your next decision. That's presence, and presence shapes perception. Weapon 2. Eye contact that challenges and invites. Most people don't know how to look. Their eyes dart. They flinch. They scan the room as if they're afraid of being seen too deeply. But your eyes are weapons. They can disarm, command, invite, or intimidate without a word. If you avoid eye contact, your aura screams insecurity. If you overdo it, you look unstable. But when you hold someone's gaze calmly, without aggression, without fear, you say, I see you, and I have nothing to prove. This is how powerful people communicate. Not with volume, with presence. And that starts in the eyes. Try it, practice it. Next time you speak to someone, hold your gaze. Don't blink nervously. Don't look away. Just hold it and breathe. They'll feel it. Trust me. Weapon 3. The energy of stillness. You ever been around someone who didn't say much, but you couldn't stop watching them? That's stillness. Stillness is not absence of movement. It's the presence of control. Still, people don't fidget. They don't overgesture. They don't rush. They know exactly where they are, and they're unmoved by chaos. Marcus Aurelius again. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. This is the essence of high aura. Calm within, calm without. Developing this is simple but hard. Start meditating daily, even 5 minutes. Learn to sit with yourself. No phone, no noise, just you and your thoughts. If you can't sit still, your aura can't either. Next up, the aura of action. You can't think your way into a strong presence. You act your way into it. In the next section, I'll show you how to embody high aura through your daily moves. The aura of action. Become a force, not a spectator. You've cleaned your mind. You've controlled your energy. You've mastered the silent weapons. But none of it means anything without this. Action. Your aura doesn't just come from what you believe or intend. It comes from what you do, from the way you move through the world consistently, deliberately, relentlessly. Here's the mistake most people make. They think confidence is a feeling, but it's not. Confidence is a byproduct of momentum. The more action you take toward your purpose, the more your aura expands. Because when you act, you build proof, and proof destroys doubt. Step 1. Stack wins, not wishes. Most people walk around with the aura of almost. I almost started that business. I almost got in shape. I almost changed. That aura stinks of hesitation, of fear, of potential never claimed. But when you stack wins, real wins, your energy shifts. People can feel it. Get in shape. Start that side hustle. Set boundaries. Do things that require discomfort. Because your aura thickens every time you follow through. Voltaire said, "Faith consists in believing when it is beyond the power of reason to believe." But here's the secret. Action builds that belief. You're not waiting for confidence. You're building it. One rep, one risk, one result at a time. Step 2. Align your walk with your words. If you talk one way but live another, your aura weakens. You could say all the right things, speak with eloquence, rehearse the perfect mindset, but if your life doesn't reflect it, people will feel the lie. High aura individuals are congruent. Their words match their actions. Their beliefs match their behavior. That's integrity. And integrity is loud, even when you're silent. You want to raise your aura? Be so aligned that you don't have to explain yourself. Live in such truth that no part of you is in conflict. You think people won't notice? They'll feel it instantly. Step 3. Ruthless standards for yourself. This one hurts, but it's real. Your aura is a reflection of what you tolerate, not just from others, but from yourself. If you allow laziness, excuses, victimhood, you project weakness. But when you set brutal standards for yourself, your aura becomes untouchable. Wake up earlier than your demons. Train your body until your mind obeys. Clean your space like it's sacred. Speak truth even when it costs you. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being undeniable. You don't rise by asking for permission. You rise by living in a way that forces respect. If this part punched you in the soul, show it. Like the video right now? Subscribe if you're sick of living soft and ready to build the kind of presence that changes everything. And drop this in the comments. What's one action you've been avoiding that you know would shift your energy? Name it, and then go do it. Because next, we go into the final section. How to weaponize your aura. How to use this power to influence, lead, attract, and dominate every room you walk into without losing your soul. Stay locked in. Weaponize your aura. Presence as power, not performance. Now that you've built the foundation, the mind, the discipline, the posture, the stillness, the action, you're not just a person anymore. You're a force. But here's the question that separates those who radiate light from those who cast shadows. What will you do with this aura? You didn't build presence to impress. You built it to impact, to influence, to attract the right people, and to repel the wrong ones. Your aura is not a costume, it's armor. Not for show, for war. You're stepping into a world that rewards presence, not passivity. So now, let's weaponize it. Principle 1. Speak less, mean more. When your aura is strong, words become amplified. One sentence from someone who radiates conviction is louder than a monologue from someone who doesn't. You don't need to say everything. You need to say what matters and mean it. This is the difference between noise and voice. The world is drowning in noise. Be the voice that cuts through. Choose your words like a blade, precise, sharp, and deliberate. And then let silence do the rest. When you speak with less, but say more, people lean in. They hang on your words, not because of what you say, but because of who is saying it. Principle 2. Be polarizing, not neutral. Weak aura tries to please everyone. Strong aura doesn't flinch when it creates friction. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be respected. And respect is born when you take a stand, boldly, clearly, unapologetically. Nietzsche said, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe." Your aura is the weapon that lets you stand alone without bending. So, take positions, have boundaries, speak truths that most are too afraid to voice. Yes, you'll lose people, but you'll gain the only ones that matter, the ones who feel you. And in life, those are the ones who ride with you to the end. Principle 3. Magnetize through mission. Aura without purpose is just ego. It's a costume without substance. The final stage of raising your aura is this. Attach it to a mission. You're not just showing up in power for yourself. You're showing up for something bigger. That's when the game changes. When people sense that your energy is tied to a higher aim, whether it's protecting your family, building something that outlives you, standing for truth, they don't just follow you. They trust you. Mission makes aura meaningful. It turns presence into leadership. You stop being just impressive. You become necessary. You are either building an aura that demands respect, or you are leaking one that begs for attention. You are either standing in power, or you are shrinking in silence. You don't raise your aura by waiting. You raise it by willing it. With discipline, presence, and ruthless self-respect. This world doesn't need more noise. It needs presence. And that's what you're here to build. If you've made it this far, you're rare. Drop a like right now if this video spoke truth into your bones. Subscribe if you want more of this. No fluff, no sugar. Just raw philosophy and real tactics for building yourself into something undeniable. And here's the final question for the comments. What part of this video hit you the hardest, and what will you do about it? Don't just watch, reflect, respond, become. Because I promise you this, you raise your aura, you raise your life. More power is coming in the next video. Don't blink, don't miss it. Stay sharp, stay present, stay dangerous. Until next time.